And we're live.
What about Tess Holliday? Does she count as a celebrity? Because I saw that she was talking about anorexia. I'm thinking maybe her anorexia will come back,
dude,
and that she'll starve herself to death.
Did you guys see here? I have the tweet in front of me. She wrote on Twitter, "I'm anorexic and in recovery. I'm not ashamed to say it out loud anymore. I am the result of a culture that celebrates thinness and equates that to worth. But I get to write my own narrative now. I'm finally able to care for a body that I've punished my entire life, and I am finally free." This poor woman is the result of a culture that celebrates thinness and equates that to worth. That's why she's anorexic. Tess Holliday.
She's 700 pounds. Did you get that part? She's the size of. She
absolutely dominated anorexia.
His fat mother-in-law. He's talking about her. She's been in recovery. She's in recovery for everybody, for all the anorexics. She's like the Jesus of anorexia. She was in recovery for them all.
It's like it turns out being underweight is only one of the symptoms of anorexia. And she has like all the others, like a bad relationship with food and I don't know all the. But I'm like,
I have a bad relationship with food.
You're anorexic.
We all do if we overeat.
I don't know. I'm an idiot. I'm trying to like make sense of something that doesn't make sense in the slightest. She doesn't have anorexia.
I would imagine somebody who's gone through like really devastating anorexia might see something like that and be like, "What?
You know who actually beat?
Are you serious? Because I weighed 65 pounds when I was 21. Yeah. And I was on death's door. They had to like show me a mirror and be like, "You need to gain weight. You're dying. Your bones are falling apart." Like,
and not bulimia.
The girls who actually are like, I beat anorexia are usually yoked. They're usually like they usually like turn to like bodybuilding and stuff like that. They just like pack on pounds and pounds of muscle so they can continue to and like. They're fucking. They got protein farts. Like these women are fucking pounding food away now.
Have you ever known
lifting heavy
with anorexia? Any of you?
A guy with anorexia.
I have it. I'm in recovery every day, about 6 times a day, more on the weekend.
No, I've never known a guy who had anorexia. I've known some like super skinny guys, but I think it's just genetic.
I don't think I've known any people with anorexia in real life. I've seen them on YouTube.
I knew of like girls in high school who had it, but obviously like you don't bring that up. But like this is in grade school
because they're hot.
There was this kid that was a year older than me, he was a year older than me. He was a friend of mine's brother, and so I was in first grade, he was in second grade, and he had anorexia as a second grade boy and like wouldn't eat, wouldn't touch food, like and it caused for him, because like especially at that age, like I'm pretty sure I haven't kept in touch with these people at all in the last almost 25 years, but like they were even talking at the time, like, yeah, he's just not growing. We keep telling him you need to eat. You're not growing. Like your younger brother's going to catch up to you. Like I couldn't imagine being a parent and like dealing with that with what is that? So what's a second grader? 8 years old, an 8-year-old who like refuses to eat because
not even fat, yeah, like seven
or something. Like, yeah, that kid clearly had some kind of issue going on. Probably some.
Yeah, I mean, I knew picky eaters where it was like, yeah, they'd have to like pack their lunches because they just wouldn't eat like certain things, But that's a completely separate thing.
That's totally There's a bunch of picky kids.
I don't know what the anorexia for like kids that young is even about, like how it even materializes necessarily. Because
some kind of abuse, I would guess. Like that's how so many of those things manifest. Is like
yeah, weird stuff like that. Like I know of a girl who was molested by her father, and so she would not bathe so that she would be like filthy, so that he wouldn't want to molest her,
really
and sad. So that carried on into adulthood, so that she was just always filthy and wouldn't take baths and stuff. And like, that's just like serious, dark mental illness that it's terrible,
Yeah.
So maybe there's some anorexia that comes from a place like that. Not necessarily molestation, but like something deep rooted like that.
I've had this not politically correct thought from time to time. And it's, so let's say you're 17 and you have anorexia, right? Let's all agree that's not good. It's probably hot, but not good. Now, we fast forward. She's past the anorexia. She's 27. Can she tap into that super willpower anytime she wants and stay thin, right? Does she use her anorexic powers to just not get overweight in her 30s and 40s?
Well, it's not a skill as much as I would understand it to be a compulsion. It's like a compulsive disorder where they don't feel like they can eat.
So can they tap into it and dial it up a little bit now and then? Be like, you know what? I need to be compulsed to lose about 12 pounds. And just turn that on?
I don't think
Yes, they can. They definitely can.
Can they?
What he's wondering, like, is there any way you could molest me and to lose like 3 to 5 pounds over the weekend?
Yeah.
Because I'll take a little molestation.
It's like when the EPA shuts down the Ghostbusters containment thing and all the ghosts shoot out. That's just what they do, except with their brain. So all of the reasons that they stopped eating in the first place go shooting out all over the place. And you're like, oh shit. Well, this thing's just now you're fat and annoying.
Oh, they get fat? No, I would have thought that someone who battled anorexia would have no trouble just staying in shape.
No, because they have no idea what they look like. They look in the mirror and they just see a monster. It's like they don't know if they're hot or if they're 50 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
I'm okay if she thinks she looks too heavy. Always strive.
They have
to get
body dysphoria. Is it
That's normal.
dysmorphia or dysphoria? It's one of those.
Dysmorphia.
Dysmorphia or dysphoria? One of them is it. But
sure.
yeah, they just like Dick said, they see themselves in the mirror and they may be like 65 pounds. But to them, they don't see that. Like their reality is like, oh, I'm a big fat fucking mess, and I need
just
to.
bones.
I can't believe you ate that strawberry today, you animal. Oh, you're never gonna be like, or whatever the internal mental monologue is. It's just
Everybody has body dysmorphia, right?
Like there's I guess like I'm watching that TV show Clarice right now. It's about it's a TV show that is a sequel to Silence of the Lambs. So it's Clarice Starling, like right after she kills Buffalo Bill. Ooh. And so the girl who was down in the well, if you remember correctly, Buffalo Bill would kidnap chubby women, great big fat women, and because he wanted to like starve them so their skin would get a little loose, and then when he killed them, he could skin them and make his woman suit. So the girl who was
smart contractor.
So the girl who was rescued from down in the well, the pit, who was being starved, now she has this compulsive eating thing where like she's doing like hanging sit-ups, eating nothing but low-fat yogurt, like, and it's clearly like in a response to this, like she doesn't want to be the kind of person that a Buffalo Bill would kidnap ever again. Like she's just getting fucking ripped. She's like Linda Hamilton living in a room all by herself, just doing fucking chin-ups.
Is it the same actress?
No, it looks so much like her. It's been decades,
Right. What am
then.
I thinking? Yeah. It would be neat if that actress got her shit together.
They did a good job of casting on this. The woman they have playing Jodie Foster essentially looks a bit like Jodie Foster, sounds a bit like Jodie Foster. She's a tiny woman like Jodie Foster is. It's an okay show. If you like I like Hannibal. I like everything in that universe of Hannibal Lecter and all the books and stuff. So I'm kind of into it right now. I've watched all the episodes that are out.
I was talking about everyone having body dysmorphia. So I've lost some weight recently. I don't know forget what I weighed last time Dick was on the show, but I peaked at 222. People asked me how much I weighed. I didn't want to tell them because I was embarrassed, but that was my starting weight, 222. And I've lost 29 pounds. I'm 193 now.
Whoa. Very nice.
And I put on some muscle too, but I don't know the gap, but I've been lifting weights. And when I weighed 200, I felt so great. I got like a 4-pack, and I was like, I can't believe I look like this. Like, this is actually me. This isn't a trick. I can just flex my abs anytime I want to and see them. Isn't this great? I've lost 7 more pounds, and I'm like, you still got work to do.
You look great. I have so many shirtless pictures of Woody in my phone now.
They look great. His most recent picture is his best. Like he's looking great.
And like you mentioned that you're like, Jackie just said my smile looked good, but it was like, your smile did look really good. You looked like you were about to try and sell me a pre-owned Acura.
I'd buy it too.
I would have bought it. I wasn't going to beat me up.
Dick might not. I got braces in October. Here's what happened. I got braces in October, and they're these Invisalign braces. They're right here. And now every time I eat, I have to take the braces out. You can't eat with them in. And then when I'm finished, I have to brush my braces and brush my teeth. It's like a chore. And what it's done is it made every eating decision a more conscious one. There is no little snack. There is no like eat and go to sleep. No, you can't eat and go to sleep. You have to. If you did that, hypothetically, you'd get out of bed, take your braces off, eat, get out of bed again, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, brush your braces. It's a different process. And that's how I lost my first 8 pounds. And then that led to, I don't know, like a little bit of success. Was like, ooh, let's take this farther, and let's take this further. Let's take this further. And then I started lifting and getting even more strict on the diet, and I just kept going.
And he bought a gym that rivals most commercial gyms.
How many gyms do you have in that house? Would you have
Just one gym.
I think the Eastern gym is the good one. Sounds like there's a lot of dangerous characters in that Southern gym. I don't go.
I don't
You
think
have to get a guy in to put on your elevator a gym plaque when you put the gym in, or did you know that it's on the second floor?
I think Kyle overstates it. It's really small, but what's there is nice. Like I have a gym.
Efficient.
I have a gym floor. I've got a nice rack of dumbbells, a squat rack, and like a functional trainer, and a couple benches and stuff, and mirrors.
Benches.
Yeah,
That's
just
more
two.
than a gym.
And one of the things I like the most is I bought a little mini split like air conditioner heater, so the gym is exactly the temperature I want.
It's so funny that you always like. It's so funny what other people sell about the stuff they have, because like every time you talk about your gym, like if I were you, I'd be like, yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff, blah, blah, blah. But then there's $1,000 functional trainer in the corner that you can do this and this and this. And your ending thing, your big hurrah is always, and the climate control. It's like, no,
It is.
Finish with the multifunctional trainer. The thing that if you saw it in like a Lifetime Fitness, you'd be like, damn, that's a nice one. Like,